Hey you all, Carpetbagger here, coming to you live from the West. More specifically, we are in Klamath, California along the Redwood Highway, and we are here in front of a classic California roadside attraction. We're here at Trees of Mystery. Out front we have this amazing Paul Bunyan and Babe. I love Paul Bunyan statues. That's one of the main things I try to track down on these road trips. Of course, Paul Bunyan, very big in Maine, very big in Michigan, very big in Minnesota. So great to see him represented out here in the Redwood Forest, where there are massive trees for him to cut down. And just look at these. You can see those normal sized humans over there at the feet of Babe. And you can see that mighty Paul Bunyan there, his gaze overlooking the Redwood Forest. He's excited about chopping some of these trees down. Also, I do notice his chest hair here. It's a very woolly cover of chest hair. You see it matches his beard there. First I thought he was wearing a black undershirt, but no, that is actually his chest hair. Just look how massive this Bunyan is. See the tiny children here frolicking at his feet. It says, Paul Bunyan welcomes you to the Trees of Mystery. It says that he weighs 30,000 pounds, is 49 feet high. His axe alone is 27 feet long. You can see Paul Bunyan's constant companion here, Babe, the big blue ox. So we read right here, Paul Bunyan's blue ox here at Trees of Mystery. It's a height 35 feet, weight 30,000 pounds. Just take a moment here to look at Babe's hooves. Absolutely adore the Paul Bunyan Babe out here in front of the Trees of Mystery. But what's inside of the Trees of Mystery attraction? I guess we should go find out. Look at this. We have Sasquatch greeting us at the door. Here we have the legendary logger. He is a penny smasher. Got his hand on the crank there. Let's feed him $1. Oh, let's get that $1 in there. All right. Do we choose?
Hey there. Happy to see you today. I'm Paul Bunyan.
Oh, hey, Paul.
After you drop in your $1, go ahead and choose your design. And with my raw strength, I'm going to crush you a special souvenir pin.
Awesome.
Right before your eyes.
Let's get the Paul Bunyan and Babe smashed penny there.
Hey,
and
friend, welcome to Trees of Mystery and the majesty of the California Redwood. I'm the big man himself, Paul Bunyan. Why don't you let me
turn that crank there? Oh, there's my penny. Oh, there it goes. There's my penny. For the smashed penny here. You can see nicely smashed, nice and even. And you see little Paul and Babe there. You can see all the Trees of Mystery merchandise here. Oh, rose bud. You see Paul Bunyan there. This is a salt shaker. Because Babe has pepper, or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe Paul is pepper, Babe is salt. I always forget what the holes signify. So Paul plushie there, and then got the big round blue ox there. Here is a building block Paul Bunyan right there. And then what's this? This is a one shot. Well, it's, I guess, in Paul Bunyan's world, this is just one shot of liquor here, what would normally be a giant beer mug for a normal human. And then another Paul Bunyan cup. Look how massive that is. I guess that's how much coffee Paul Bunyan will drink in the morning. Oh, another one shot, a big flask here. Takes a lot to get Mr. Bunyan intoxicated. There's some s'mores pens. It's got a pen with a toasted marshmallow on it, and then s'more bobbleheads. You got these Babe pop openers. Just remember, check and see if it's a twist off first before you try to rip the lid off. Let's see the miniature Babes here. Little wishing pond here, but be careful. Gotta watch out for this vicious bobcat right here. Here's the end of the trail museum here in the gift shop area. Lots of different Native American outfits and artifacts in here. They have different sections for different groups of Native people. You can see the Cochina dolls there. It says, "We are old, please do not touch." So do not put your hands all over these two Native Americans. All these little dolls here. You can see the two women gambling. Look up and see these giant bear rugs hanging over our heads. A bighorn sheep there. Oh, there's a couple walrus tusks. So the Trees of Mystery attraction involves a walking trail back here, and they said there's going to be strange trees growing on the property here, as well as some tree carving. So we're heading out on the trail and seeing what interesting trees we can see. And look at this, we have a combination of a bear and a chair. Because if you put those things together, you get a bear or a chair. Oh wow. Forest here, absolutely lush and beautiful. See a little mill right there. Oh, and lurking here in Trees of Mystery is the most mysterious ape around, Mr. Sasquatch. So here's our first strange tree, the elephant tree. Look at the great big tree here. I guess this down here would be the elephant trunk, maybe? Or maybe this here. Okay, I think this is the elephant trunk sticking out. Ooh, the elephant tree. This is the upside down tree. Oh wow, you can see this branch over top the path here. I don't even know where this tree is growing from. Okay, it's actually growing from that over there, and this branch winds over top the path here. You can see this massive stump right here. It says a tree 10 feet in diameter grew over this fallen giant. It had to be cut for safety. So I guess just this massive big tree was dying and had to be cut down so that it would not fall and damage any other person or any other tree. Said it sprouted 3,000 years ago. It's a long time. Here we have the octopus tree. And here in the octopus tree we have nature's underpass. Can we actually walk through the tree here? We climb through the, oh no, oh, it's a little muddy in here. Oh, I just put my foot in a puddle. Well, look at this big mushroom right here. That is enormous, but oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Nature's underpass here. Oh, I feel like a tree is giving birth to me. Oh. Nature's underpass. And look at this. These are the trees that you have seen in Ripley's Believe It or Not. So apparently the Trees of Mystery featured in Ripley's Believe It or Not. So here's the roots of the fallen giant. Oh wow. That is pretty amazing. Here we have the 3-in-1 tree. You can see the tree there. It's 3 trees intertwined, wrapping around each other. Man, these are tall trees, I'll tell you what. This is called the Trinity tree. It says it's 297 feet up. You can see that's a big, thick tree. As we look up, it just, wow, just vanishes into the sky. You can see this tree up here. This is the lightning tree. You can see it's actually shaped like a lightning bolt, a curvy lightning bolt there. It's an information box.
Gazing up the hill to these guardians of the forest, you will see many that defy the laws of nature. See the tree shaped like a lightning bolt, appropriately called the lightning tree.
And here we can actually go up in to the trees. There's a canopy trail up above there in the trees. All right, let's head upwards. Woo! Who knew redwoods could be so tall? The bridges here actually strung up in between the redwoods here. But yeah, let's head over to the next tree. You can see it's being held onto that redwood there as we make our way on the Canopy Bridge here. It's got a little bit of bounce to it. Oh, it's stopping. Look downward. Yeah, we're pretty high up here. Yeah, pretty thrilling to be up here in the actual tops of the redwood trees. It's got some bounce to it. It's kind of a little unnerving. You're just hanging between two trees. Ooh, this reminds me of the Ewok village, which is actually kind of fitting because the Ewok village, the Endor scenes of Star Wars, are actually filmed in the redwood forests of California. Oh my gosh, that squeaked a little bit. As we move past here, we actually start to head downward. A little bit of a spiral staircase here that we head downward. We head back down this stairs towards Earth. Look upwards here and you can see the sky trail that we were just on. And here is the cathedral tree. You can actually hear they're playing some church music on that speaker. As we look up through the cathedral, see it's actually a grove of trees grown closely together to actually form a cathedral. You can see there's actually a pulpit there, so they can actually do weddings here at the cathedral tree. Here we have an interpretive center here in the woods. I think there's some exhibits in here about the trees and flowers there. Some different types of pine cones here. This is the Brotherhood tree. Apparently it is the largest privately owned redwood tree in the world. It's 297 feet tall, 19 feet wide, and it's dedicated to the Brotherhood of Man. All races, creeds, and colors allowed here at this beautiful tree. Just look at this thing, this massive tree here. How thick that trunk is, 19 feet across. It is a marvel of nature. There's a little exhibit here on different chainsaws used in logging. Oh, you can see some saws here. This one's sticking out of the tree, and that massive saw right there looks to be about 20 feet wide. Out here in the woods, they actually have a gondola ride. You have an enclosed gondola that will take you up through the trees. You see those gondolas there coming back into the station. I'm gonna stand on these Bigfoot feet to await our gondola ride. And here's our chariot. All right.
Have a great day, guys. Thank you so much.
Oop. Door closed there. As we head up into the skies of the redwood forest. Oh, we just picked up some speed here, rocketing to the top here. See, we're passing some other sky cars. Yeah, as far as gondolas, sky lifts go, we're flying through the sky here. Come in to the top here Not even sure what's at the top. All right, guess it's time to get out. Looks like we have an observation deck up this walkway. Let's see what there is to observe. And from up here, on top of the observation deck, we can actually see the Pacific Ocean. It's beautiful. All right, getting ready to head back down the Sky Trail. All right, here comes my chariot. So we step inside here and have a seat. Now we head back down the mountain. Here we go! Woo! It's almost like a thrill ride here. Alright, we follow the Bigfoot feet back to the forest. Just look at how many of these giant tall redwoods there are on this path. See this overturned tree here. The dirt packed in the roots. Here's the baby cathedral tree, like the larger cathedral tree we saw earlier, but just smaller, thinner trees. Maybe someday these trees will be as big as the other cathedral tree. Going under what they call the candelabra tree. You can see the candles sticking up from the tree that's over the path. Here we are at the Trail of Tall Tales. So we head under this arch. See these characters carved from the wood here. Here is Johnny Inkslinger, the camp recorder. See, he's got this jug of ink there as he writes down the tales of Paul Bunyan. You can see the stories coming from this box.
Lumberjack cronies like Red Thumber Robbie, Sourdough Sam, and Sawdust McPherson.
Up on these carvings, we have Ma and Pa. I guess that's Paul Bunyan's parents. We have baby Paul right there. And then it says Paul's pull toy. So he's pulling a log wagon as he is an infant still. And you can hit these buttons here to hear some of the tall tales.
Welcome to the Trail of Tall Tales. This is logging Paul Bunyan style as it was in the early days when harvest of trees was the work of savvy and muscle, not the sheep.
Here we see some carved tableaus of Paul's life. There's Paul's book learning. He's reading a book there. Paul's big fish. Oh, looks like he went fishing and caught himself a whale. Now this is interesting. These are characters in the Paul Bunyan extended universe that I did not know about. We have Jack the Back. The guy here was just a massive back. Not sure what he did at the logging camp, but he had a massive back. Then this is Old Red Thumb Robbie. Looks like he's actually just pulling a tree out of the ground. Is he actually as big as Paul? Were there other giants in Paul's posse? This guy here, Max the Axe, chopping away at the tree here. There is Sawdust McPherson. And then here we have a scene where Babe is found. You can see Babe actually fit in Paul's hand at one point. I guess Babe was a tiny ox when originally found. Here's one of Paul's pets here. This is Digger the dog. See this massive dog coming out from under the ground. I guess he dug himself a hole in the ground. And here we have the Rat Pack. I guess while Paul is a giant lumberjack, we have these tiny lumberjacks working on the backs of rats. Either that or they're giant rats and normal-sized lumberjacks. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, watch out. Got a giant serpent here in the middle of the trail. Oh, this is Side Roller, the serpent. And here's a redwood mosquito known as Mosquito Rex redwoodius. And then some strange creature called the Super Duper Snupper there. Very unusual looking creature. Oh, down there, there's a little square worm. I guess some sort of worm that digs through the ground, but actually its segments are square shaped. Here's the legendary Sourdough Sam. He had the hardest job in the lumber camp, as it was his job to make sure that Paul was fed, which was a monumental task. Hungry? See a hungry looking lumberjack right there. There we have Paul Bunyan's table set. We see the normal sized plate, silverware there, and then the Paul Bunyan sized knife and fork, and then this gigantic salt and pepper. And this is Cookie, the world's fastest waiter. I guess you would have to be the fastest waiter to be able to continue to serve Paul in his monstrous appetite. What's this guy doing? Oh, he is a pooped logger. It's a long day, cutting down trees. He's pooped. He needs to have a nice, relaxing seat on this stump. Here we have Paul's bunkhouse. You can see where all the lumberjacks are sleeping there. Uh-oh. It says boot 'em. We got ourselves a lumberjack fight on our hands. Here's a shave and a haircut, lumberjack style. Apparently they actually cut their hair with axes, which seems really very difficult. This character is called Can't Hook Pete Peavy. I am not sure. I'm not sure what Can't Hook Pete Peavy does. I guess he can't hook. He's got a big hook there, but he just can't hook. The giant head here just says, really? I don't know if that is supposed to be Paul Bunyan himself. And then we got Paul's pocket knife. And this is the little people. The sign says they are responsible for the moss growing on the north side of trees. We have the giant that is Paul Bunyan, and then the little people who also live here in the woods. It says, look up. Oh my, got a giant squirrel crawling down that tree. Some more characters here. A lot of additional characters here at Trees of Mystery that I was not familiar with. We have Choker Charlie, Two-Time Tony, Short Haul Hansen, and Bull of the Woods. I don't know. What do you guys think? Has anyone ever heard of any of these obscure characters? Leave a comment in the comment section. Here's JP Stumpy Woods. Let's talk about some of the stories here. Here we have Mama Bear and Flapjack. There's Mama Bear there. I guess little baby bear here is named Flapjack. You can see the Native American there with the canoe carved out of a redwood. And here's Paul Bunyan's girlfriend. The name of this work is A Logger's Dream by Mark Culp. You can see this is where I guess Paul professed his love in a tree, carved it in a tree, and they have a carving of the carving right there. If you look closely, it looks like a lot of other people have carved their names here in this carving. I guess in some ways that's kind of nice, kind of romantic. In other ways, it's kind of vandalism. But either way, maybe it's a little bit of both. A little bit of love and a little bit of vandalism. Look at this massive slice of tree here. It shows what's going on in the world at different sizes of the tree. Here in the middle, the Crusades are going on. We've got this big, Columbus was sailing around, Pilgrims, and then our independence from England, and then that's 200 years to grow that chunk right there. Oh, look at this cool looking bird. Yeah, just wanted to show you guys. Look how big this is. This is amazing. I can't even begin to reach around this. And a goodbye to you, Paul and Babe. We had a wonderful time. Now we've left Trees of Mystery, but we're still here in Klamath, California, and our Redwood fun is not yet done for the day. Hey, Jen.
We're gonna drive through a tree!
Yes, we're gonna drive through a tree. We're here in front of the Tour Through tree. So this is an 8,000-year-old redwood tree, but at some point they carved a pathway through it so that tourists could drive their cars through it. You can see the diagram here shows you how to drive through the tree. We'll actually do a little walkthrough of the tree first before we drive the car. You can see inside the tree here. Somehow, this did not kill the tree. Somehow the tree is still alive. Actually, look up there inside of the tree. This is pretty crazy. This tree is just standing here alive with this massive car-shaped hole cut into it. All right, Jen, you got the car ready?
I did. Are you ready?
All right, Jen, you gonna take us through?
I am.
All right, let's go.
I hope I knock your mirror off.
Through the tree. You hope you knock my mirror off? Yeah, watch the mirrors. So we go through the tree here.
It's tight.
Is it a little tight? Oh, watch the mirror on that side. Watch the mirror on that side. So we drive through the belly of a tree.
Oh my God, I really hit your mirror.
The mirror folded in a little bit. Here, oh, let me pull that in. Okay, we should have done that to begin with. Yeah, is that one okay? Yeah, pull that in. Pull that in. Okay, there we go.
I was just kidding.
All right, Jen's gonna drive through again so we can get the full experience here and see the car go through the tree. Where'd she go? Oh, she's doing a U-turn back there. Oh, she's backing up. This may take just a moment for her to get properly lined up. Oh, here she comes. Here she comes through the tree. Oh my gosh. The headlights came on to the tree. All right, easy does it. Easy does it. Easy does it. And there we go. You made it. You did such a good job.
Much better than the first time.
Appreciate you guys joining us here today at Trees of Mystery and the tour through tree that you drive through. I think there is maybe 2 other trees that you can drive through, but pretty amazing piece of tourism here where you can drive through a tree so thick, so round that you can drive your car through it. Also, Trees of Mystery is amazing. I love I'm a big Paul Bunyan mark, so great to see the big Paul Bunyan and Babe out in front, and to experience the mysterious trees within the Trees of Mystery. If you guys like these videos, please subscribe. It'll let you know when new videos come out. If you like these videos, maybe check out some of the older videos on my channel. I travel to roadside attractions, amusement parks, museums, haunted houses. I've traveled to 48 continental United States and continue to travel to this day. If you'd like to contribute to the channel, consider donating to Patreon. $3 or more will get you a postcard once a month from me to you. Also selling 5 different styles of enamel pins in the Etsy shop, and all that helps keep this car through a tree, this boat in the water, and this dirigible in the air. Until next time, my friends, this one's in the bag.